Hello, my friends. I am going to let you guys trickle into this reading. I'm going to give it a moment so that way it can notify you guys that and the third. Hello, my friends. Swapnil Thapa, GS, hello. Shawana, hello, welcome in. Hi, Mel from Sydney, welcome in. Hello, Naomi, welcome in. So much love and energy being sent to you during this time of transition. Shawana, well, welcome in, my friend. I hope that you find something insightful. I hope you find something that resonates for you. Brianna Wallace. Girl, listen. It is okay. It is okay. I know sometimes when I speak and I deliver messages, it can be a little harsh, right? And sometimes I try to kind of soften the blow a little bit, but still a blow. And that is okay. But I appreciate your honesty, my love. Love is gravity between souls. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Swapnil Thapa, thank you so much. I'm so glad you could finally catch a live for the first time. All right, you guys. So we are going to kind of just jump right on into these messages. I have got my two boys down here at my feet. Eros and Palmer, my two cats, if you guys do not know. I am still trying to kind of get my setup and stuff like the way I want. I have another table that I've been kind of pushing off putting together because I've been busy doing other things. So I'm going to get that going as well. I finally have like a content planner scheduler type of a deal. So if you guys are not following me over on Instagram at Earth Vibes Tarot and you guys want more content, there's going to be lots of things being posted there. I have been scheduling content, pre-planning it, making it, trying to have it like scheduled to post, things like that over on Instagram. And then over here, I have finally got my schedule together for you guys that we're going to follow and kind of see how that goes. The Capricorn versus all signs, they are going to start to be posted starting tomorrow. What's today? Yeah, starting tomorrow. So just look out for that, you guys. They will all be trickling in and they will be done twice a month. You guys will also get your weekly reading tomorrow as well. So look out for that. I love and appreciate y'all so much. All right. Funny Links Cat, welcome in. I appreciate you as well, Brianna. All right. Angel spirits and guides, thank you so much for bringing us all here together for this general message for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter signs, and of course those that are cross-watching here. What is the energy we need to touch upon? Okay. Okay. I see where this is going. So we have the Ace of Wands. We love the Ace of Wands. First of all, this daggone light be irritating me. There we go. We have the Ace of Wands. Oh, joy. Oh, what a manifestation. Oh, what an ability to be able to bring life and light into our situations. And then we have the 10 of Mother Pentacles. Now, I like this energy because some of the readings that I was doing today, the 10 of Pentacles was coming out. And I think that this is super interesting. I think that the energy is kind of starting to rev up a little bit. Now, this 10 of Pentacles, there is this sense of fulfillment. There is also this sense of accomplishment, right? There's this sense of family. There's this sense of a gift. As we've been kind of plugging along through April, now we're into May, we've been talking about the kind of like the shedding and the releasing, right, of certain things and kind of overcoming obstacles, overcoming certain, how can I put this, like personal blockages that we've been dealing with, whether it is mental, whether it is like a actual physical thing, whether it happens to deal with, you know, familial or platonic type of relationships that we kind of have to push past and kind of lay to rest or come to accept. You're being presented here with the means of opportunity. And I say opportunity, and it's energy that is available. Okay. And I want you to be understanding of that. It's energy that is available. Now, will everybody be able to tap into that availability? But it's there. All right. And I don't want you guys to think that you won't be able to accomplish this. I don't want you guys to think that you're not going to be able to receive, because that is not the case. You will, right? The energy is available. And it's available to an opportunity that I personally think is going to lead to longevity. It's going to lead to this sense of prosperity and fulfillment. It's going to lead to a sense of enjoyment. You're going to feel physically connected. All right. Bottom of the deck being the Eight of Wands. Wow. The Queen of Cups and the Ace of Swords. I see you. Bro, someone has been receiving intuitive insights about this shift, about this change that's coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being diligent. and the a-holes that be coming into the live. I appreciate y'all. The Queen of Cups and the Eight of Wands, intuitive insights that are just do 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 do. Exactly, Naomi. These can be dreams. These can be prophetic visions, right? These can be images or thoughts that come to you during the day, right? It's clarity. It's information that you're being flooded with, feminine energy. So it's kind of it's in that realm of receptivity, right? You're receiving these messages. And it feels like there is this bonding, this connectivity to others, right? It's the situation in which you are having an opportunity to be a part of. It feels like it kind of sets the tone for this next path, this new cycle of your life moving forward. Show us more here, please, Spirit. And the universe is protecting and guiding you, Capricorn, right? Which is why the opportunity is presenting itself. It's not just going to be handed to you, right? You'll see it, right? You'll see it, and then you'll have to actively go after it. Do you see that? Did I not just say you're going to have to actively go after it, Capricorn? There's that King of Wands. I'm going to be very honest here. The way that your life is starting to play out is by particular design. You have already crafted this, Capricorn. You've already crafted this future, crafted this potential. And this has been through action, this has been through choice, this has been through the decisions that you've made where you've decided to kind of put your own coins, put your energy, and defending that, standing by that. And there's this readiness that comes from it as well. It's like a sense of ready to charge forward, ready to create. Seven of Pentacles. The Magician and the Three of Cups. Seven of Pentacles, we're thinking about investment. We're talking about investment, right? Long-term commitment. I feel like someone has been trying to facilitate something, bring something together for a long time, right? Trying to get something to take off, right? And whether this is a business situation, entrepreneurship, this could even be dealing with like a personal endeavor, like through school, higher education, things like that, and kind of trying to get things to fall into place. It almost feels like you finally found some sort of like collaborative energy, collaborative event or situation, a business partner, like somebody or some sort of company, right, that's able to really help you push through this blockade that you've been having, able to push you through this plateau, right? I'm also feeling that there is potential here for someone who has been wanting to create a different life for themselves, right? And there's an opportunity that's being presented. It's connecting you to a new community. I feel like it's connecting you to a situation or how can I put this? It's whether it's a new type of community, whether it is a new type of job or like something is new. Like you're new, you're novice, but it's really helping you flourish and blossom and it's like this opportunity comes out of nowhere for you here, Capricorn. And it allows you to not only have this sense of stability and a sense of kind of security, but it also brings you to the point of being able to flourish and blossom and seeing um, manifestations finally unfold, finally come to life here. And again, with the Three of Cups being mixed into this, it feels like there's this communal type of vibe that comes in. It's like it's not just one particular thing or energy. It's like there is it feels very communal. Like it feels like you are involved in a supportive group, a supportive energy, like finding your people, finally able to flourish and blossom. Bottom of the deck is Judgment. I feel like, you're finally hearing, like you're hearing this call to move in a particular direction, Three of Wands, and it's like you finally are starting to see the result. You can see your ships coming in. You can see this new energy coming towards you, right? The things that you've been trying to manifest, right? But it's coming in the form of a new community, a new group. There's a lot of support. And I love that. I love that for you. I feel like this is something that you've prayed for, asked for, have been, wishing for, but maybe it's unfolding in a way that you didn't think that it would, right? I love this for you. Hello, Amber, my love. Welcome in. Mm-mm-mm. All right, let's break this down a little bit, you guys. I want to be honest. I feel like the situation that's going to change everything is not like this is not a group or community or specialty or whatever that you ever thought that you would participate in or be a part of, right? This is something that you're actually very good at and it allows you to flourish and thrive and grow and develop and brings you to a place and gives you a sense of community and prosperity and success that you never thought that you would, right? It's giving you all of the things that you've been asking for. It just doesn't look the same. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you? All right, you guys. We're going to take a look at this Ten of Pentacles because I feel like the Ten of Pentacles and this Three of Cups energy, excuse me, the vibrational energy is insane with these two. We have a message that is quite clear here, Capricorn, right? And somebody really does need to hear this. And I want to preface this by saying this is coming with a lot of love. This is coming with a lot of, spiritual support and empathy. But you need to walk away from what you keep clinging yourself to. I know you keep saying you're not going to deal with it, you're tired of it, you're done, but you really do need to be, right? Spirit has been trying to penetrate your soul as much as they can in order to come forward with these messages of clarity, with the understanding that you need in regards to this. I feel as though the message is as clear as it's going to be. And in order for you to truly see this sense of manifestation, see this new sense of, direction, you're going to really have to let it go, right? It's toxic. It's an addictive pattern and an addictive quality in your life. It is something that you know that it is, and you keep replaying this in your head, but you're also trying to um, kind of justify why you continue to hold on to this particular thing, right? For some of you, this is a person, but for others of you, this happens to be a sense of lifestyle. This may also just be a sense of want or need, and it's something that you continue to go back to, and you know that you're spiritually and physically um, suffering from it. And it may not be a sense of like, oh, I'm hurting, but it is not enabling you to grow in the way that you know that you need to, right? And this is kind of your sign of, in order to truly be the creator of your destiny, the creator of your life, and to be connected to these, promising and prosperous and connective and loving situations, you have to not be dealing with bullshit, right? You have to not be trying to justify some mess, right, that you feel bad for. And sometimes that can be our downfall. Like sometimes we feel bad for a particular situation, whether it be a person, whether it be a business, whether it be a friend, like whatever it happens to be. Sometimes we just feel bad, and we feel like with a little bit of support, with a little bit of help, this person will be okay, but really it's draining the out of you, and you cannot physically, spiritually, emotionally progress and manifest these things because that energy is really blocking it for real. And sometimes we have to figure out the hard way and the long way that that's what's happening, even if we continue to go through these replays and trying to justify what is happening, right? There is a new sense of community, there's a new sense of love, there is a new sense of connectivity that is coming in for you, right? And if something is not meshing, like if the puzzle piece is not fitting appropriately and you're consistently jamming it, ramming it, you're like, no, it does fit, and you're consistently, it ain't, it don't go there, right? It doesn't. Let it go, put it back to the side, right? Because there is a puzzle piece that is blaring you in the face, right? It's literally blaring you in the face, but you cannot see that SOS call because there is a darkness shadow casted by this other situation, right? And whether it be romantic, platonic, a familial dealing, right? Some people are just dealing with heavy family issues, really taking care of those that aren't taking care of themselves. They're grown, they're adults, really continuing to kind of pacify people in the situation. It's whatever you're having to deal with, there is something bigger and better for you, right? And there's is something that you've been really trying to manifest and map out in your life. Okay, with that King of Wands energy, there's a strong presence of adventure. There's a strong presence of a creator, especially with the Magician, but something has not been growing. Something has not really been taking off. And it's because the energy hasn't really been available. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords, and I really do like the Seven of Swords in this deck. Why? Because it kind of shows how there was loyalty, right? Loyalty was there. There's a fire, right? We see the wolf, right? Kind of representing that sense of loyalty, that sense of family, that sense of connection. There's a fire there, there's a sword of truth, and then this person is walking away. Sometimes you may just have to leave your sword there and walk away and let that be that, right? You're leaving your truth there, right? And if you have to leave your truth there and just meander on your way, that's something that maybe you have to do. And I feel like this person is just allowing themselves in this particular card to take what they need, right? Because if you have one sword left here, you have six swords in hand, right? And we know that Six of Swords is that sense of allowing ourselves to kind of passage over into the next life or into the next realm, into the next situation, right? With trust and with faith. And we have the Hangman here at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Four of Pentacles. So it seems like there's a lot that's been held on to, a lot that hasn't been communicated here. There's a lot that's been going through one's mind. And it's really about allowing yourself to just be open, right? And communicate it. And, like the Seven of Swords, if you have to, speak your piece and then leave, speak your piece and then leave and not be worried about what they're going to say in the morning. If that means you have to block this individual or individuals, if that means you have to, kind of take a vow of separation from these people, whatever it is that you have to do, whether it is you have to quit a particular job or, stop doing a particular thing, or maybe this is recognizing a downfall in an addictive quality. It is whatever it happens to be. It's about cutting that away and truly allowing yourself to, right. And I feel like for a lot of us, this isn't necessarily like a quitting something cold turkey. This is more or less something that has been being dealt with for a while, right? And this seems very like personal, familial, romantic, platonic, or even a personal endeavor. Wow. All right, let's Ooh, Lordy. Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles and Three of Cups, we have the Sun. Uh-uh. We have the Sun. You know what that means, y'all. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. We love a good Sun card. Wow. followed by the Tower. Please don't stop the music. Mm, 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 mm. Please don't stop the music. And then we have the Page of Cups and the Five of Swords. So we have a lot of different energies really swirling around us right now. The Sun, we'll start there. Happiest card in the deck. It brings a sense of glory. Oh my goodness. It brings a sense of glory. It brings a sense of manifestation. It brings a sense of happiness. It brings a sense of peace. It's all of those things, all of those things together, right, you guys? The Sun. So it feels like whatever this new, they're wanting me to say contract for some of you, whatever this new contract is, whatever this new business, connection, family, um, situation, it's bringing a sense of happiness, joy, peace into your life, which is what we want, right? Which is what we're looking for. So now we have the Tower that we're looking at with the Five of Swords and the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups we know as being a messenger type energy. I'm not gonna, well, maybe I can cover because she's got her knit bits out. Um, the Page of Cups we know as messenger, right? The pages are messengers. We kind of see this like higher vibrational sense of messaging or receptivity, right? Whether we're putting things out there, depending on the context, or receiving messages in. We have the Five of Swords and the Tower. Now, the Tower, things are sudden, things are shocking, things are surprising. Remember how I said earlier? I'm like earlier, but like earlier in the reading, how this is a situation that's going to be coming into your life that's new, that may be different than what you are used to, that may be different than what you have been doing. And maybe this is something that you told yourself, um, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. I don't want to do that. Da, 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 da. The way that your abundance is coming in, let me try to put her in the middle so we don't get flagged. But the way your abundance is coming in here, it's shocking, it's surprising. It takes you off guard a little bit here. And it really does allow. Now, I want you to understand the Tower, we can be optimistic or we can be pessimistic about it. I always like to be optimistic because I feel as though a tower happens for a reason. Things are kind of taken out of our life, or maybe things take an abrupt or sudden turn because it is supposed to. Now, the Five of Swords comes in with that resistance, right? There is this pack of wolves here, and this is what I really do like this deck because of kind of like the symbolism and the depiction of certain energies. But we have these wolves here, and if we're thinking about the context that we're talking about right now, walking away, right, walking away towards this mountain. Now, we're not necessarily sure how close or how far this mountain is, but we have this man holding two swords, and we know what the Two of Swords is holding in. We've got a lot that's bottled up that does need to be let out in order for a decision to be made. We have the Three of Swords that's on the ground here, and I'll show you guys this card. Representing some sort of loss. And the two swords are crossed, and the one sword is pointing towards it. And it's almost like there's kind of this unspoken truth around why, right? Why there are these kind of like harbored feelings. And it almost feels like there is a sense of breaking the walls down in order for you to truly see why those feelings were there. Spirit is, again, trying to penetrate your soul with clarity, with wisdom, and with guidance around why this particular situation is going to be beneficial for you and how it is going to blossom and change your life. Seven of Pentacles, right? Something that you've been trying to invest in, something that you've been trying to grow, right? You're finally going to see results in this new energy. I hope this is making sense. And if this is a love situation, understanding, maybe not being open, to certain types of people, things like that have been the detriment, the downfall. And it's a shocking, sudden surprise of an energy of a person that takes you over and really shows you, right? How you can have everything that you've been asking for, everything that you've been trying to manifest and bring into your life here. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. EB, hello. Netchi, hello. Jessica, what is up, my love? Jita, hello. Miss Rafaela, hello. I'm so glad you were able to catch us on the lab. Wow, okay. So you have Justice with the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Y'all, you know what you're receiving? You're receiving some good karma, right? I'll say it like that. You're receiving some good karma. I feel like things are falling into place, right? Or at least you feel that way, and it feels that way for you in your life. What is coming in is something that is very fulfilling to you on a personal level, and it allows you to be open, be honest, and authentic with self. Um, and again, they're wanting me to say contract. They're wanting me, like, there's this contract, and whether this is something that you were signing or something that you're just kind of becoming a part of, there's truth and authenticity in that. Love the Nine of Cups because it brings this sense of fulfillment, right? It's a fulfilling energy for you. It fulfills you. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. It brings you back to this childlike state or a sense of bliss and harmony. Love that for you. I love that for you. Let's see, you guys. This is actually not even a love theme reading. This is really just a general reading. And the way I've been speaking generally for the most part is why it's a general reading. You would know if this was, like, I put tarot love reading because it's analytics, right? It's analytics. But obviously, as you're listening to this is not just love themed. I tried to be inclusive for everybody because not everybody is dealing with issues in love life. Sometimes it's more of like a personal thing, sometimes it can be a family thing. which is why I do the weekly readings, which is why I also do like 10-minute tarots, things like that. Um, but when I go live, I usually just put love reading because of analytics. All right, so I'm going to be using the, what is this, Fortune Oracle deck, you guys. Show us what we need to see here, please, Spirit, for the Capricorn collective that is here and resonating with this message thus far. Show us what we need to see here, please, through clarity, wisdom, and guidance of the cards. Oh, bro. Lock in. Lock in. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Pay attention. Pay attention. Okay. 32. 32 does what? Breaks down to a 5. Right? And when we think about 32, we're thinking about these energies of creation. We're thinking about these connections, situations that we are now breaking away from and changing. Reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. Transformation. Look at this motherfucking card. The chain is broken. Hallelujah. The chain is broken. Hallelujah. And you see the birds? Freedom. Freedom. Right? With the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, number 6. Don't even, y'all already know I'm not, listen, y'all already know I don't do this for play. Charge ahead with confidence, stay strong and focused. Y'all already know what's up. Stop playing. Y'all already know what the dealio is. Right? And a lot of the times, y'all that are here, very spiritually evolved group of people, which I love. I really appreciate that, because a lot of the times these readings are just confirmations. And I love that for us. I love the fact that 9 times out of 10, we're not really hearing stuff that we don't already know. We're just getting the confirmation that we need. And I love that for us. So this transformation card, don't make me have an aneurysm. With proposal underneath of the Chariot card, because what have we been talking about this whole time? We have to break the chains in order to see the light. There's the light. It's coming towards us. We saw it with the 3 of Wands coming out at the bottom of the deck. We see it with the Sun. We were talking about it with the Ace of Wands, with the Devil, the Judgment card, the Page of Swords, all of the clarity that we need, right, to break away. Transformation card, in order to give us the strength and ability to do what? Chariot, charge ahead, because we see now what the light of this new SOS that Spirit is giving us, saying, hey, here's an opportunity. Here's an opportunity. We see it. We finally see it. A romantic or business opportunity is indicated. You already know I don't do this for play. Come on now. All right. So listen. I think that y'all really do know what to do. I think y'all know what's up with the what's up. And I want you to really process this reading. right? Um, I have this strong feeling of a new beginning, a new opportunity. Remember, opportunity means just that. It is an opportunity. It is not just going to do everything for you. This opportunity will present itself. You will have to go towards it, right? The opportunity will then unfold the way the opportunity is supposed to unfold. But it's the going towards it, right? Bro, y'all already know I don't do this shit for play play. Y'all already know. Don't listen. FOMO sufferer? Okay. Okay, yeah. The FOMO sufferer. Stop letting these people, these energies take advantage of you because you have a fear of missing out on relationships or this connection or the opportunity of what this connection may turn into, or the opportunity, or what this job may potentially hopefully become at some point, even though it's draining the out of you. You're not missing out on anything. Allow the chains to be broken. Allow the situation to be evolved, right? But also don't be in this, I'm going to say it, desperate mindset for shit. And not allowing ourselves to suffer because we may not want to experience a sense of, or a period of, break or pause. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. If you want to experience a higher spiritual vibration, it takes certain ability. You have the free will to settle into whatever you want to. You don't have to go after this larger than life, spiritually higher vibrational type of energy. But when you want to, sometimes the road is a little bit longer because we have to realize a lot of these other connections that we have aren't even as spiritually evolved, right? As us. So if we're seeing friends and family members who aren't as spiritually evolved as us, even though we can still connect with them, that does not mean you can connect with those same types of people on a romantic basis and be okay. That does not mean you can kind of exist within groups of people, um, and align with certain career paths and things like that and be okay, right? So it's truly about understanding what you're willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept, and where you see yourself and where you see your life, um, and just be accepting and okay of that. Like I said, it's a lot of the times because we hold on to, because we are Capricorn, this addictive devil quality, right? And I don't mean, that shit is devilish in that type of a way. I just mean that sometimes when we are growing on a spiritual level, on an emotional level, and our maturity is a bit higher, sometimes we fail to disconnect from certain things in our lives, and whether it be um, relationships, whether it be, following a certain path for our career, for our business, entrepreneurship, whether it be, involving ourselves with certain groups that we know we need to kind of graduate past whatever it happens to be. Sometimes we fail to see that that is what's actually hindering our progress to receiving the relationship that we need, or receiving the job or the opportunity in an entrepreneurship business that we've been looking for. Sometimes just us holding on to these lower vibrational, more mundane situations that we've been a part of for a long time is our downfall. And it doesn't mean that those things weren't at one point useful and, a pivotal part of our lives, but at this point where we have grown, letting go of that is then going to become nostalgic. And sometimes that can be difficult, right? That nostalgia, that Six of Cups energy, and understanding that when we graduate past certain things in our lives, it now is then a memory. And sometimes we don't want that. Sometimes we feel like we can get whatever this thing is to evolve to our level, so we do not have to let it go. And sometimes you find yourself in a sticky situation because maybe you just involved yourself so far spiritually evolved past it that it doesn't even mesh well with you in an energetic way, and you have to leap to the next thing, right? So I am just gonna leave all of these messages here, you guys. I am gonna be working on getting content planned and scheduled for you guys. Like I said, the Capricorn versus All Signs series is going to roll out starting tomorrow. So just make sure you guys have your notification bells turned on to all for notifications so you guys can be notified. Um, I am going to be posting more stuff on the community tab, so also make sure you guys look out for that. I love and appreciate each and every one of you for joining me. If you guys have not already done so, please make sure that you like the video. You guys are free to leave your comments down below, especially if you are going to be catching this on the replay. I thought that this was a really, really pivotal and moving reading for us, something that we really need kind of going into the beginning of May. So, woo, that energy was strong. I'm gonna be honest. The energy was strong, but you guys are absolutely amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you for spending some of your time here with me, because you guys absolutely do not have to. You have so many other things that you could be doing. So thank you so much for spending a small portion of your day here with me. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. I am wishing you the best rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys in the next one.